Okay, folks, welcome back to Phatkat Collections. Going to do a really nonchalant, very basic watch review today. And this is a Nubeo watch. This is their newest release. This is their Polaris Tourbillon. And so I'm not gonna dive into a lot of specifications on this. Just gonna give you guys a good close-up of what the watch looks like, give you guys my 2 cents, and we'll just talk about it a little bit. So I'm doing two videos on each video, on every watch that I get my hands on now. So it's gonna take years for me to catch up, but stay tuned. You know, a lot of the Invictus are going to be coming back, and what I want to do is just, a lot of you folks like to watch these video reviews with me talking about the watch, you seeing my face, and kind of more for, you know, the entertainment side, plus, and I say that loosely, right? Just some people, you build rapport, people will watch you, and a lot of times people just like to associate my face with product reviews, right? Other times people don't want to see me at all, and they just want to see the watch. So I'm going to do, I think these watches all deserve, you know, to be reviewed in a way that the audience, you guys, are going to be watching, that is going to get the most enjoyment and I guess the most value out of, right? So let's just kind of stop talking here. Let's show you the watch. I'm just going to try to work on the lighting a little here. I'm trying to make this, you know, when I'm doing these, I'm doing it from a very small screen, so it's hard for me to see what it looks like. But hopefully by the time this video is done, you find value in what I'm doing. So this is, again, their Polaris. This is done in a couple different color variations. I'm going to try to get my hands on the all black with the silver movement. This one obviously is all 316 stainless steel with the silver movement. They make a rose gold bezel. They make a black bezel. They make a green bezel and I think a green inner ring and with a slight tint. But whatever color variation you get, it's a pretty incredible watch. And so for those folks who are catching this and you've never seen a Tourbillon before, I'm not going to give you a lesson on this because I can't really describe what this actually does. But my understanding is that this little cage rotating around the balance wheel, and that's the thing gyrating back and forth. This is an open heart. This is a skeletonized face, but the Tourbillon, if that has to do with that cage rotating around the balance wheel. And I think that what that does, it helps to counteract the gravity, right? I don't know if, you know, if you were to put this, I don't know how they test for this stuff, but I would imagine that this oscillating going on causes movement, right? Nothing that you're going to feel, but probably something that can be measurable. And I assume that, and I could be totally wrong in the way I'm describing this, but I assume like maybe this balance wheel helps to bring some kind of stability to that. Don't know, don't really care. Ultimately, the only reason why I like a Tourbillon is just so I could say, hey, this is a Tourbillon. It's another cool watch for the collection. Just like if you have an NH35 movement and you want to get a Valjoux or a Solida, or maybe that cool Solar Citizen. It's just having variety in the collection. And I think that a lot of these watch brands, they really give you a lot of bang for your buck. Although arguably, if one, you know, $1,200 for a watch might be out of some people's spending comfort, right? For me, it's a little different because I get these for free, right? So I can't relate in that regard. Would I buy this watch for $1,200? I don't know. Of the Tourbillons I have, this is one of my favorites, and I think that if I was in the market for a Tourbillon and I wanted to add one to my collection, I was just a collector without being able to review these watches, I think this is definitely one I'd be interested in. It's clean, it's simple. We have some mirror polishing down the side links. It's kind of has sort of, and I want to say this very loosely, it kind of has a Royal Oak kind of vibe, I guess, kind of like the style of the case, but it's its own thing, right? It doesn't, when you look at this, you're not saying, oh, is that a replica or is that like a homage? It really is its own thing. It is a hand wind movement, so when you go to the link in description, you're not going to, it says automatic Tourbillon. It's not. This is a hand wind only. Real large exhibition window on the back. Totally dig that. You know, you can see right through the watch, which is pretty cool. See if I can get this light a little better here so you can, there we go, see what the movement looks like. Just a great looking piece. Non-screw down crown, so you're not going to get, you know, the maximum level of water resistance, but it's not really a dive watch. But all these you can dunk in the water, right? It does have seals in there. So just make sure the crown is pushed in, of course. It's a push-pull. I don't remember exactly what the water resistance is. You can very easily click the link. As always, links in the description, so is my coupon code. Sometimes that coupon code will work, depends on the sale they're having. Right now, this is $1,200. They're limited to only 30 units, so this probably isn't going to stick around. So if you are in the market for a Tourbillon and you're in that, realistically, Tourbillons, Chinese Tourbillons like this, you know, not paying for, you know, the Swiss branding on it or any kind of luxury brand names, you know, you're going to pay anywhere from $500 to $1,000 roughly. So this is, you know, $1,200. You're probably going to see this go on sale, but like anything else, supply and demand dictate price. So If you find these watches sell out for $1,200, then that's it. They're not gonna lower the price. If they have 30 of these watches, or actually 29 now, and they're sitting around not moving, then they're probably gonna put a sale on them. So just kind of be a smart shopper and just know that even if you pay $1,200 for this, you're not getting burned. It's just, you know, timing is everything with everything in life. Then with a watch like this, you know, sometimes you snooze, you lose. So if my point in mentioning that is, you know, you might be saying, well, hey, what is a Tourbillon going to give me? Nothing really, other than being able to say, hey, you have a Tourbillon, and kind of checking off that box for you collectors out there. I totally dig this watch. I've been wearing this for a couple days now. Love it. Polaris is, you know, space themed. I think Polaris is like the brightest star in Ursa Minor, I think is what it is. But I don't really get too involved in the theme. Ultimately, when it comes to watches, I'm pretty simple. Do I like it? Do I want to wear it? Do I want to have it in my collection? Again, with the Dartmouth brand, it's easier because I just reach out and they send, right? That's awesome. Like, super fortunate. But it doesn't change my enjoyment in wearing these watches and how much fun I have. You know, being able to share them with you guys. But more importantly, rock them on the wrist, which is, you know, why a lot of you guys watch this, right? You want to see what it looks like. So I got a 7-inch wrist. For the purpose of this video, my weight doesn't really matter, but I am about 176 pounds. You know, 5'8". So in this video, you're just going to see what it looks like on a 7-inch wrist. I believe this is a 46mm watch. We have a 316 stainless steel case and bracelet construction. Movement, I think, is a PSA or PT. I always forget what the brand is, but you know, you can check the link in the description. Not a big deal. Easy for you to look that up. But I just wanted to give you guys kind of a close up of these watches and show you what they look like in real time on the wrist. And it's a fantastic piece. Not too big, not too small for you folks who are. You know, not everybody wears 50mm watches, right? I wear them all, 40 up to 70. It really doesn't matter. It just depends on what I feel like wearing. But this one here, I love seeing a Tourbillon with that skeletonized face. Badass looking watch, folks. And like I said earlier, you know, when you're looking at what watches cost, you know, there's a huge spectrum of watches and price points. When we look at something like this Nubeo, right? This is one of their Star Trek themed Ventanas. Check out the video on this dropping soon. You know, watch like this, or whether it be this Steel Dive, or what is it, Steel Dive? They're all nice, right? I can't really honestly say that this watch for $1,200 is nicer than this Steel Dive for $150, or this other Nubeo watch, or this Earnshaw, or this Duke So, or what else we got here, or this Cadola, right? Spinnaker, whatever. We have, what else we got here? Shield. Right? All these watches are nice. And at the end of the day, the most important factor when buying a watch is, number one, do you like it? Number two, what is it made out of? If you have 316 stainless steel, that's really all you need in a watch. Of course, I'm definitely like variety, right? So if you have a carbon case or a brass case or bronze, absolutely love having the variety. But at the end of the day, this is really all you need. Do you need a Tourbillon? Absolutely not. But having it is awfully cool, right? And really the only reason you want it so you can see that cage rotating around the balance wheel. That's about it. Generally, a guy who's looking to buy a watch, if you're just getting into watch collecting and you're looking to add variety to your collection, you're generally not going to just buy a Tourbillon. You might, but I mean, people might, but generally this is for somebody who already has the NH35s, the Solitas, the Valjus, your Seagulls, you know, whatever, you know, Miyotas, Citizen, Solar, all these different type of movements out there. You know, it's really for the guy who just wants to have the Tourbillon in his collection. Is it going to tell better time? It might by a little bit, but at the end of the day, all these watches tell time reasonably well, and that's not really justification for you spending, you know, almost, what, $800 more. The only reason to do that is that you see this watch, you want to have a Tourbillon in your collection, and you like the way it looks. Quality's there. You won't have to worry about that. Ultimately, it comes down to, one, do you like it? Do you love it? Can you afford it? If yes, then click the link in the description and get this home. They're going to sell out. So, at least I think they are. So, anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, by all means, drop a comment, drop me an email, let me know. I'm going to put the link to the other video showcasing this watch in the description of this video and vice versa. So, if you check out one video, check out the other, you get kind of a different perspective of the watch. You know, from just your average watch collector, right? So thanks for watching, folks. Have a good day and take care.